Hey guys, this is Super Review Show here for another episode of Why You Should Watch. This is a show where I break down movies and TV shows where I think you guys might want to check it out, and this is why I believe you guys should watch Airplane, the 1980 spoof movie from way back in the day. First things foremost, this film is one of the in my top 10 favorite films of all time. It sounds like a weird one to put up there, but I'm gonna be right up front with you. I love this movie. I contend it is one of the most quotable films ever. Like, after you see the movie, you'll be quoting it left and right. I'm a firm contender in that. But why should you watch Airplane? Well, here's the reason why. Because in today's world, spoof movies are terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible films today. Epic movie, disaster movie, vampires suck, Meet the Spartans. These are all terrible movies. Terrible. There's no redeeming qualities about any of them. And they make $1 million at the box office, and they suck a lot. They're terrible films. But don't think for 1 second that all spoof movies are bad. Airplane, Spaceballs, Top Secret, the Naked Gun films, what's the other one I can't think of off the top of my head? Monty Python's not really a spoof, but it could be counted as that. Young Frankenstein is definitely up there for me. You know, these are films that were made back in like the 80s, and this is one of the first ones out of the gate with Airplane. It's a spoof on disaster movies and how basically this crew, I don't get into the whole plot of it. Basically, it's about a pilot who boards a plane and has to basically save the plane from crashing because the passengers on board have food poisoning. That premise itself is all right, whatever. But the dialogue in this movie is so funny and it's slightly a product of its time, but the humor still stands up. It's still good. It's still hysterical. Like the line, "Surely you can't be serious. I am serious, and don't call me Shirley." It's hysterical. This is one of the examples of why spoof movies were great, and then they started to become terrible. What killed them, what you might ask? Scary Movie. Now, a lot of the people who are my age, like 23, 24 years, are like, "Oh, Scary Movie, it's a good movie." No. Scary Movie was, whatever you think about it, you think about it. I thought it was terrible. But it started a trend and said, all right, these movies are now no longer going to be spoof movies. They're going to throw pop cultural references in there, and they're not going to make any sense. They're going to look stupid, and these movies are not going to make any money or be good. That's just the way they were. They were going to make a Star Wars spoof I think 4 or 5 years ago. I forget. I did a video on that too. And they were going to make a Star Wars spoof movie called Star Worlds, The Rogue Jedi. I don't even know. It was really, really, really dumb title. I can't believe someone greenlit that. Don't ever give those two directors, I forget their names, don't ever give them any money ever. They are terrible filmmakers. And all film is subjective, yes, but these filmmakers in particular are terrible filmmakers. They should not be in Hollywood in general. They make the Transformers movies look even better than they already are. You'll never hate the Transformers franchise. They make the Transformers movies look better than these films. These films are that bad. Back to Airplane, though. Airplane stands the test of time as one of a timeless comedy, and like I said, it's quite possibly is one of the most quotable movies of all time. There are so many funny quotes in there, it's just everything from the script is perfect for this movie. If you've not seen Airplane, get on it and watch it. It's just that good of a movie. I love this movie to death. So, why should you watch Airplane? Because I believe you should watch Airplane because if you're looking for a real, true spoof movie, this is one of them. But it's from back in the 80s. It's great. It's a timeless classic. And it has stood the test of time as a stand-up spoof, as a fantastic spoof movie. So, there's that. Now, on top of that, why else you should watch it? Honestly, because if you're looking for a unique comedy or like a spoof movie in a sense, or something to make you laugh, like we're still in COVID, it's still going on, whatever. There's crisis in the world, but if you want to laugh a lot, truthfully, this is a good movie to laugh at. I can't recommend this movie enough, honestly. Airplane is one of those films that has, like I said, stood the test of time, but also there's some references to stuff back in the day. Like there's one or two things like Jim never has a second cup of coffee at home, like stuff like that. It's Jim never vomits. Like that's a reference to a commercial back then. You could go online, do the research for it, but that's why I think you should watch Airplane. So, what do you guys think? Would you want to go see Airplane based on what I have to say? Have you heard of this movie? Jump down in the comment section below, share your thoughts on this, and hit the bell. Subscribe to us. We do this all the time. But that's why I think you should watch Airplane. So for all of your why you should watch videos, keep it locked on the Super Review Show. The J-Man is off the rock. We'll see you guys.